everyone. Happy Friday. Woo! We're heading into the weekend. We're supposed to get snow here in Virginia on Sunday night or Monday. So everybody gets excited, and then what happens is nothing happens. So I really hope we do get some snow. Well, as many of you know, we are in the middle of a sewing challenge put forth by Joy Bernhardt and Viv Mom Sews. And it is called Sew Away the Blues. Very simple rules. Sew any garment with blue fabric, solid blue or patterned blue, just so it contains blue. We're right in the middle of it because the challenge ends February 13th. So we have a hashtag, JoyVivSewBlues. I did a video about it and so did Joy. You can look those up and see where to post your entries. So what I did was put together 5 pieces, which are hanging behind me, using blues. I was sewing away the blues this week. I am wearing one of my favorite tunics. It is Simplicity 8052. I have many copies of this pattern because I would love to make more. It's got some nice details on it. It's got a pleat here in the front. It's got a pleat in the back and a gentle V-neck, an empire or empire waist here, elbow length sleeves, and I adore it. So I sewed View B. Yes, I sewed View A with the sleeves from View B. I hope this pattern is still in print because it's a great one. And this is a very easy tunic to throw on with anything. It happens to have blue in it. This is a very light crepe fabric from Hobby Lobby. I don't normally buy my fabric from them because I've been disappointed with it. But I liked this just fine, and you need something kind of drapey for this pattern. So let's get on with it. I'll show you my Sew Away the Blues. Hang on. First up, we have a knit dress, if slightly bodycon for old Viv Mom. This is Simplicity 9011. A nice sew, simple. I did View B, which is a little shorter than what the model has on. And I used my fabric from Mood, those cascading cubes, as you can see. They're almost like an optical illusion. So here is this dress. Yes, I need to re-up on my sit-ups because there's nowhere to hide in this dress. And I thought I was making it plenty roomy enough. I mean, it's knit, so it stretches, but be aware, this is meant to be a fairly body-hugging dress. So I did a double needle hem, although my machine will not take double needles, so I have to copy a double needle hem, and it looks fine. That is, suck it in, suck it in. That is Simplicity 9011. This will be fun as spring goes along and we get out and realize our fitness goals. Yay! I'll be right back. Here's a sweet little dress from 1967. Oh yes, it is Simplicity 7170. Now, this dress presented a few challenges. Here's how it looks. It's quite A-line. I added inseam pockets. Usually when I get my vintage patterns, they're in great shape. I think that seamstresses, by and large, really take care of their patterns. But this one came and it had been taped. There was tape all over it. And of course, that old cellophane tape had turned kind of brown and crackled, and you know, I couldn't iron over it. and the pattern was torn. It was kind of a mess. So I knew that I didn't want to do facings. I knew that I didn't want to do the ubiquitous 22-inch zipper in the back. If you're talking 1960s patterns, you're talking 22-inch zippers. There's just no escaping them. However, I did escape because I made my neckline much bigger. Well, yeah, a bit bigger. And then my fabric was not wide enough to get the full length of the sleeves on. So what I did was make sleeve bands because I wanted to preserve the length of the sleeves. I cut it off 2 inches shorter, and I still had a very generous hem to take up, which was sewn by hand. The dress easily goes on over my head, and I think it's kind of a sweet dress, but it's a little bit roomy on me. I do have some French darts in the front, no darts in the back, but I think with even a little bit more tweaking, I'll get there. This fabric is Free Spirit cotton. Isn't it beautiful? It has birds all over it. It's called Meadow Lark by Dina. And I placed the front piece on the fold. It is supposed to have a front seam, and I love front seams, but I did not want to disturb the pattern going down on the front. I think a front seam would look better with a solid fabric. So I replaced, what did I do? I took off from the neck, I took off from the sleeve, and then put a band on, and I definitely took off on the length. I don't understand why they made these old dresses so long, but they did. They made them super duper long, and they're not long on the models. It's like, were you drafting for 9-foot people? I mean, I usually take off about 6 to 8 inches from the length, and I'm pretty tall, I'm 5'8", so that's something to bear in mind to conserve fabric. Simplicity 7170. Well, I don't think you can go wrong with Simplicity 9121. It's a mommy and me. I sewed for mommy. View A top, I believe I made a medium, and the pants, I made a size 12. I used a quilting cotton, again by Free Spirit, for my top, and I just used a basic navy blue broadcloth twill for these pants. So they're nice and opaque. We have pockets in the pants. We have an elastic waistband, which is great. You can do a bit of a flat front there if you'd like to. I just left it elastic all the way around because I don't tuck anything in. And then the pants I thought needed a little bit of spicing up, so I put some ecru colored trim around the bottom. I guess that's lace trim. Anyway, that's how I spiced them up, and they're very comfortable. I feel like this outfit could go just about anywhere in spring and leading right into summer. And I would love to make a lot of these shirts. They're very comfortable, there's no closures on them, and you can whip this up in a jiffy. But it's not a jiffy, but it is a Simplicity. I'll be right back with my last dress. We are going to wrap things up today with Simplicity 9140. This is kind of a lantern-shaped dress. However, I did not sew that one. I sewed this shorter version, and the bottom piece, the skirt piece, is shaped kind of strangely to get that lantern shape. So what I did was I just cut that part off. There was still plenty to gather for view A, and here it is. It's just a fun little dress. I put on some dressy sandals with this one. It does have pockets, which is wonderful, and it's got a scoop neck with a V in the back and little ties that you insert into the bodice. This fabric is made by Telio. It is a woven polyester, so it lends itself to a dressy occasion. And of course it moves beautifully, just has that real nice swing to it. Now, the length, I could not spare any hem, so at present this is just serged, if you can see that. I may put a band on, I might put some trim on just because it skirts the issue of being too short for someone my age. So I haven't quite decided about that, but I do love this dress. I think it's fun. It was a great sew. Everything went fine in the pattern. 9140 Simplicity. And I think this shape is really cute too. That'll do it for today. Sew away the blues. I've just shown you a couple examples of blue fabric. Blue is in so many things, and it's a beautiful, universally flattering color. So I hope you join the challenge to sew away the blues with Joy, Bernhardt, and Viv Mom. I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend. I'll be back next week, and I'll see you then. Bye.